Hejsan och välkomna to Rauta Swedish metal reviews. Today's band is obviously from Sweden. It's a supergroup, as we say in Sweden. This one is called Firespawn, and it's their second album. So let's take a look how this band looks like on the CD. So here we have Firespawn, the Reprobate. Now, before I get into the details of the band, I must say one of my regrets this year has been that when this band was playing on Steelfest 2017, I totally skipped it because, doing interviews and stuff, every now and then you need a break to, go to the toilet, eat something or whatever. And for some reason, maybe because I hadn't listened to this album before the festival, I just skipped the gig and now I'm regretting it. Why? The answer is simple. This is one of the best death metal albums out 2017, so screw me. But let's take a look how this piece of beautiful album looks like. So what we have here is a digiback with a really grim cover image. As you can see, here's this demonic creature with a cup and sort of impaled persons here, and what looks to me like a Jesus Christ head. What a wonderful detail, and all that nice imagery here. On the background, what you can see, more demons, more vicious atmospheric imagery, and as we can see, the whole band here. So I was telling that this is a sort of Swedish supergroup, and that's what it is. In the middle we have LG Petro, mostly known for his work in Entombed and Entombed AD, and the rest of those guys are members of various Swedish metal bands from all the way from Dark Funeral to Deflesh and Necrophobic, and also Entombed AD. So all these guys are sort of veterans of Swedish death metal. Inside, interesting choice of colors. It's kind of a silverish gray here, and the album. And even though there's just a interesting logo inside. So let's take a look at the booklet, which is quite many pages. So LG Petrov doing great growling vocals, as he is famous for Entombed. So everything is cool here. Lyrics, as you can see, pretty small print, but unless you are really short-sighted or whatever, you can just figure it out. Victor Brandt is also of Entombed AD fame, and then we have these Necrophobic guys here on the pages next, doing string work. And last but not least, man behind the battery, Matte Modin, famous for Deflesh and Dark Funeral, whatnot. So lyrics, logos, all the essential information of the album, and that's it. Really nice looking package if you ask me, because like I've been saying before, I love the digibacks when it comes to CD release. It's the closest you can get when you're not using an LP player. Obviously this probably looks a lot nicer on LP. So music, that is always the very question, what is inside of the album, figuratively speaking, of course. And like I said, to my delight, I can safely say that Firespawn has created a wonderful album. It's really kind of a sum of Swedish cliches when it comes to death metal. You have mid-tempo, you have fast tempo, you have melodies, you have more heavy riffing, all that stuff, but very nicely mixed, as if you were having a perfect hamburger with all the fresh ingredients, or just salad with everything you like, well balanced, and it's all there creating wonderful taste. That is what Firespawn is all about. It's not as so much as creating anything new, when it comes to Swedish death metal, but more of kind of cherry picking those elements and just having them on the perfect spot, but also the amount of kind of balancing these elements. There are no weak links whatsoever. There are no tracks which I feel like, oh man, I'm gonna skip it. But then again, there are also no kind of peak moments. The type of tracks that you would like to listen to rather than anything else on the CD. And that, in my books, is a very typical thing to happen when the all-round feeling on the album is just right there. I mean, the songs when there are no weaklings, then having those kind of peak moments is so much harder to find. Maybe eventually throughout the years, probably there will be some favorite tracks versus, those tracks which are like less good. But nevertheless, I think one of the best features on this album is that it is so well balanced. It is so on the spot. That included with the very fact that the album is not too long either, not too short, but it's just, right there. Because eventually, when you don't have yet another Raining Blood or anything like that, songs start to get, maybe not boring, but they'll start losing their edge in a way. Because if you're not having really, really killer track listing, then you're like, okay, I'm pretty stuffed after these 10 or 12 tracks. But this one takes care that you don't get to that point. It always leaves you a tad bit hungry, which is a great way to, okay, I'll give it another spin. So, Firespawn, in my opinion, is one of those better death metal albums this year. I'm most eager to give it a few more spins, even though I already reviewed it, on text and here already before the end of the year, and this album already came out in the spring. So those who happen to be there right on the spot and probably got this album, good for you. I'm kind of like envious to you guys, because at least you had the better chance than me to see them on live. And what I can tell, based on Entombed gig recently, which I got to witness when we were doing Rauta interviews, Dog Days at Helsinki, I must say Entombed was playing good. And we got the chance to talk with LG Petrov there, so you probably have seen all our Entombed AD interview with them. So the thing is, what I'm saying, this guy's talented as hell, playing this kind of music, it just, I can figure it how it would, disappoint you live. So, get this second album if you are into death metal at all, if you have never ever disliked Swedish death metal. Check this nice MF out, and I'm pretty sure it's a guaranteed satisfaction. Definitely thumb up album, maybe even two. I just think it's a great one, and it will be among the top whatever list when the year is about to end. So check it out. Thank you for watching. I hope you liked the review, and if you did, and if you have not yet subscribed, please click that button somewhere there, and always leave your comments here on YouTube or the Facebook page. Thank you for watching. This is all from Rauta tonight. Just stay metal and good night.